Well, folks, it's freezing. It's like really cold. It's late. And minus 34. That's a pretty darn good temperature. And it's perfect for me to test out my new stove. It's a handcrafted stove. It's brand new. New to me anyway, but the materials are very old. They're recycled metal. This is an old 45-gallon oil drum. There's some old rebar on this thing. Handcrafted by a gentleman who lives near my community, and this is what he does pretty much full time. So I've been wanting one of these for a while, and a big reason is that I can cook. There's like a little hatch up here on the top for barbecuing or baking, and tonight I'm going to have a ribeye steak, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I put bricks in the bottom as you've seen, and that was a suggestion by many of you when I put up a video of this. I'll put it in the description below when I introduced the stove. Many of you said I need bricks, and I completely agreed with you. And so that's the first thing I did. You know, I put the stove in and I put in the bricks, and now I'm going to have the first fire in my little tent shack with this stove. And I have no idea how this thing is going to go. I'm sleeping here tonight, and it's going to be really cold. And I wouldn't be surprised if it got close to minus 40 tonight. And so I need to play with it a little bit over the next couple of hours before I go to bed, and see how, if I can optimize it and make it work really nicely. I'm not messing around tonight. I got to get this thing going. I love using lint. Just take it from my dryer. This stuff likes to catch, and it likes to stay lit. So I'm going to use this with matches tonight, and there's quite a bit in there, so that should go. And I'm going to back it up with a little bit of this fire starter stuff. If I can. It's so cold. Look, can't even. There we go. That stuff stays lit for a while. It's like it's pulsing. I don't know why. And I do believe there is some smoke escaping into the tent. Propane is finally thawed out. See if it lights. Oh yeah. For a shot. Just look at the steam coming off of that wood. We just brought it in off the deck. Had a bit of snow on it and it is just steaming like crazy. Anyway, I think I figured out the stove. And I don't think I had it hot enough. So I threw some pallet wood on there. I didn't want to use any pallet wood for the first fire, for the first bit, because I want to cook on it. But the pallet wood that I did use was just some natural spruce pallet wood. And I feel pretty good about it. I'm going to let it cook right down to a bed of coals. But now that I've got this thing going really hot, there's a big difference in the draft in the door. And I can tell you it's hot. Like, this thing is really hot right now. The heat is nice and even, and it is radiating off the sides like crazy. And so I opened the door, and there's a bit of a backdraft. Not quite ready yet. So things are getting better. Open up the top. That gives off such insane heat. I can't even, it's hotter than I've ever felt in this tent. But look, no smoke. No smoke. This might work. Oh yeah. Barbecue and steak in the tent. Yeah, baby. Lots of smoke just came from that moment. Interesting. Okay, gotta close it. That is an amazing looking steak right now. Holy smokes. It's now 11 o'clock. This is the latest I've had a steak in years. Steak is very good. Medium rare. Perfectly cooked. Mmm. Well, it's time for bed. It's like really late, 2:30 in the morning. And I just relaxed there for the last couple of hours. Listened to music and just looked at the old tent shack, which is what I do every time. Anyway, you can see I've got quite a bit of wood here. And this should definitely do me throughout the night. I have no idea how much wood this stove is going to consume. I think it's going to consume quite a bit because it doesn't have a gasket. And you can see, look, see that? Oh yeah, see that flame? So I need to figure out a way to seal that, and it's probably just going to be a gasket. Anyway, lots of wood, more than it looks, quite a bit. A couple of pallets. It'll definitely get me through the night. The thing is I'm going to have to wake up probably once or twice and get this thing going, because I figure I got maybe like a 4-hour burn in the stove. It gets hot, but it burns hot, and it burns fast. Anyway, I'm tired, and I'm going to go to sleep. So last night, it was melt your boots hot in here. Melt your boots hot. And they weren't that close to the stove. I woke up gasping for air because it was so hot. I was like, whoa, holy smokes. The stove was red. The whole entire stove was red. And it was like almost an emergency. I had to unzip the door, and I had to open the back window to let some cool air in. The stove was pretty much closed off. I closed it off as much as possible at that point. Got back into bed. I could feel the cool air starting to come down. I moved my bed all the way over to the wall. I'm like, get away from that stove. Holy smokes. And then a couple of hours later, when the wood died down just to a bed of coals, and with the door open and the window open, I was pretty cold. And so I put wood on, and it did a good job then. And I had a really good sleep at that point. So yeah, it was an interesting night, and lesson learned. Like, the boots weren't that close. They were right here, right on the edge of the of my fireproof mat that I have on the floor, that everybody loves because it's such an ugly color, yellow. So yeah, melt your boots hot. That's how hot it was in here last night. Well, there's the temperature, folks. Minus 35. Feels like minus 46. Pretty darn cold. It's a pretty cold day. Hopefully the snowmobile starts. This is just not going to start. I mean, the seat is as hard as a rock. That is so good. Mmm. Mmm. Simple and delicious. Bologna and mustard sandwiches. I used to eat these on the channel all the time. Fried bologna or like barbecue bologna or cooked over the fire bologna in a sandwich with mustard is delicious. And these noodles, I haven't had these noodles in a while, and they are so good. They taste delicious. I used to eat them all the time on the channel a few years back, and people would criticize me. They'd say I'm going to kill myself with all the salt or whatever else they put in these things to make them taste so good. But I think moderation is the key. Every once in a while, a bowl of noodles, good old-fashioned fried bologna and mustard sandwich. You can't go wrong, especially when you're out at the camp. Mmm. It warmed up a bit. Let's see. It's been about 45 minutes. Nope. This is take 3. Oh, so close. Oh, take 3. Battery. Okay, folks, snowmobile's going, and I definitely need to get a generator here at some point. I have a big generator at my house, and I don't want to bring that thing out here. It's pretty big, and it's too much for just plugging in that snowmobile on some cold mornings. So I'm looking for a second-hand one right now. Maybe I'll get my hands on some sort of deal. It doesn't have to be the greatest thing, but I definitely do think I need a generator out here for these situations, because turning over the snowmobile like that is not good for it. That's a brand new battery in there. The one I had last year, it's cooked, so I had to put a new battery in, and I don't want to be messing with it. You know, it's just a few weeks old. Anyway, this is the end of the video. It was a little bit of an interesting one. There's lots of fiddling. I was fiddling around, figuring out this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, just me at the camp, doing camp stuff. I do have some time booked off, so I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time out here over the next little while. And, you know, the good thing about that is it allows for me to continue to make videos, and and I just love coming out here. So yeah, booked off some time to spend it at the camp and to make some videos and share my experience with you. If you like this experience, hit the like button. I'd love for you to hit the like button. I normally say it now at the end of the video because I feel like those of you who made it to this point, stuck all the way through it, either you're likely to hit thumbs up or you're likely to hit thumbs down. And so I just throw it out there. It does help a YouTuber, and so you know, if you would consider doing that, that would be great. And if you would consider you know, commenting or subscribing, that would be great too. So yeah, it's just another day at the tent, and I'm really glad that you came along. So that's it for me today. I'll see you really soon.